Hello, this is Robert Cooper. I wanted to show you how I've not really integrated, it's more like an iframe into this Elgg 6 test site. But what's neat about it is that this is HTML, this user interface right here. It's by, let me get his name right, Written Vagadia. And he's under MIT license. As long as I give credit to him, I can use it anyway, I can reconstruct it, and we're going to do that. So this is really nice. It's been around since 2012. Just by chance that I found it doing searches on, I go to GitHub and I search hours after hours after hours, and I found this. And he has a very easy to customize API that he built with this thing, and I figured out how to change the folders and the icons. But I can change these icons to here to custom for the Elgg sites. So when I click on this, check this out, and everything is fully functional under check it out. This Elgg site is fully functional under the other Elgg site. Yeah, well, I think they're on the same domain though. That wouldn't work if I was a cross domain. Like I have another site called me2pc.com, and this particular software was on that. I couldn't see it in this particular Elgg installation because it's cross domains. So I moved a copy over to so I could see it. And what I'll show you is this is just the tip of the iceberg of what the possibilities are now. Elgg is going to become, because this is the interface I want to use to the day I die. I used Joomla for 20 years. I play with WordPress. Both WordPress and Joomla are extremely complex. They've catered to their developers more than they have their users, more or less, I think. When you have to type in 12-character password, that's mandatory. I'm not going to start using that software anymore. So, but that said, I hope I didn't say too loud. I hope that said, I'm going to show you. Well, you saw the groups, right? And the window is so slick. This is the way this guy's done it. Okay. Well, here's run the commands. Okay. Now I've shown other people this one here. So what I got going is this Elgg with this interface on here, right? It's going to be integrated somewhat. Basically, from that main page right here, you'll be able to run all the commands here. You won't even need the menu, right? It'll be all hard coded though, so it's like customized site. Just as an example, I'm not going to send that to everyone else to have them do it. That's for sure. So. What's neat about it is when you click on, say you minimize this, like that, you click on the folder, it comes right back up. I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, so we got this, same thing there, and what happens, let me raise the download folder, that I already did. Okay, I'm tired, long day. What my execution program for running commands on Linux now is you click that image, and it downloads the actual command file. And if we look at the command file, that's what it says. And this one's special. It's got stars, and I've run special coding through here. And sometimes if the browser security sees something they consider malicious, they won't let it go through. But if you put stars in it, you can put anything through you want, because it's not a command. And it works really well. So, but they don't have to have commands. They can be regular, and I'll show you in this minute, regular code without that special. Now I've got even a different one that I use, different part of the system that says program : and they're URL links, and I may not go back to doing that, but for right now, I'll give you an example here. So there's two of them in here. It's only going to run one of those, so I'm going to delete this one because I don't want to run that one. We're going to run the one that says like that. I've got a special little icon down here. It's called execute me2pc command. So what that does is it takes that command that's inside, and I'll show you again. This particular one is Firefox. It's got a star on it, and the star is just a placeholder for the for a space, basically, because you can't send the spaces, at least the way I've got it programmed. So I click on the execute. There's only 60 seconds I have to do that, but it should come up fine. There we go. And there's the Elgg org site, right? It did that, and it takes out the command that was there. So you can go to the next command. The way I've got these buttons set up where you can't do more than one command at a time, right? I'm going to make a switch for that where it's automatic. That's not a problem. Because all these commands that require sudo will have the sudo command built into it. And I can show you that. We'll do apt-get update, right? And we'll run that command. There's also inside these files here, there's also at the end of the terminal opening, it's a special way of opening the genome terminal too. There is also a read statement at the end of this that won't let it close. So when there's terminal data that needs to be seen by the user, then it's just a matter of putting the read statement down the bottom like that. Okay, so it opens web pages. It'll run any command. If I click GIMP and I go execute, it'll run automatically without having to put a password in, just like the opening the web pages. And there you go. Now, say I open 5 of these. I'm not going to do 5 of these programs, but I open 3 programs, and I open maybe it was a website and I open 4 of them. Right? If I kill the child process, they all go away. So I don't have to go click, 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 click. They all go away. You can't do that in Bash. And so, well, I shouldn't say you can't do that. It is possible. It doesn't work as well as this, I think. So that's one part of the clicking, running commands on the Linux desktop. But that's not kind of integrated into the Elgg. But this is going to be, right? So you click on this, and what you have, it's the same kind of thing. Let me minimize that so it's not. You have a actual HTML web browser, the first of its kind. There are other attempts that people have done where you have online browsers and you have emulator fake ones. This is not even a Bash terminal. What this is basically a relay system from of sorts, right? So it's the same thing here, except this one, instead of running the commands off an image, and sometimes that may be either which the person wants to do. You know, they got a new user and they want to train them, you know, about Elgg. Then you do the icons and you click, 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 click like that, or even links. Like maybe you want to open 4 different pages all at once. You just have an image, you click on that, all 4 pages open up, and they go, bam. That's pretty cool. So, so in this one, we're just going to go echo, and I'm going to go nice stuff that I can spell like that, right? And I'm going to go a colon because I'm going to do an inline command, not echo nice stuff, and I'm going to go yad. This is a program that I use, yad HTML URI equals HTTPS, and I'm going to go to Ofternet, one of my sites, .com, like that. And I'm going to go with, because I'm actually doing a program, a script, like this. I'm going to show you some things down here in the bottom. I was using my finger. Some things down here in the bottom. I'm really tired. So that'll be, we're going to go 1,000 on the width. We're going to go HEIGHT. We're going to go 700, 800. This is a big screen, I guess. And we're going to go a button is equal to exit :1. That's like that. Now, same thing here. I have to put a read statement here, or it'll close the window. The child window will close and it'll close YAD too. So we'll keep the child window open. We'll keep the child window open. Keep child open so YAD does not die. Okay, like that. There we go. Now I'm going to copy this for the heck of it. I always know it works, but I'm going to copy it just to have it on hand. Okay, and there's 3 different ways to handle this. If I go Q, it'll end up here as a .me2pc file. Then I can come down here and execute it, and it will bring up that YAD. Hold the child open. It'll bring up that YAD window with my domain website in it, right? Another way of doing that is to come down here, okay, and I can save the script. See how it saved it to it? It's just that's not the command script that's going to be ran. It's just saved there. It's the default one. Say you want to know a sequence of how many commands you run. I'm going to change this up a little bit. I'm going to add something to it. I think this is kind of neat. I'm going to go ahead and put, let's see, let's do this. I'm going to change it. Actually, that's probably not the best coding because that and whatever I think it'll work. Since I used the and percent, no, I'm sorry, the and symbol, I didn't have to use a semicolon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push enter like that, and I'm going to push enter, but I'm going to go like this too. I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to go like this, because this is what you do in YAD to make it easier to read, basically, okay? And I'm going to put echo dot like that, okay? Not that it matters, okay? Okay, so we look in here in this file, it's basically the inline, right? All right, like that. But if we go over here and we go, we save it, that's it. See how it goes number 1? So I got 1 version, 2 version, 3 version, 4, and I think that's useful. So if we open it up, there it is, like that, okay? I can run either one of these, right? So what I'm going to do is, well, I can delete this. I can go back and I'll leave it open. Did I have it open? I'll open it up. There we go. We'll leave it open. I'll close it. I'll delete this where I've got this one, and we're going to now queue it. There's the command. It says run command, right? And then if I come down here, I think it's like 4 minutes, but I like to do it within a minute. And I run that, and if everything went well, and it should have, you can see it's working, and there it is. I evidently got the size wrong for some reason. What I do? Oh, I put width as 100. Well, I don't like that, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go 1000. So in real time, I'm basically beta testing my code. All right, pretty cool, huh? So I think it's cool. I hope everyone else does too. All I can tell you, to my knowledge, now this is kind of cheating. I didn't like totally integrate the PHP online and force the download, and then the bash script picks it up. It's a 2 or 3 step process actually, right? But it works. And I hate to be critical about this, but I will, because that's the way I am. For 6 years, I have asked people who are in the profession, most of them working for big companies, will you help me build something like this? And when they said, yeah, I can help you. As soon as I told them what it does or what it's going to do it, and I explained the process, crickets. That's the last time, even when I offered them to pay them money, what they wanted, that was the last time I heard from them. Matter of fact, they would sometimes rant on a coding page, I'm a moron, I shouldn't be doing this, and that's okay. I'm not trying to impress anyone. I'm trying to bring something out and show people how easy it is actually to manipulate the system to make it do what we need to do, and not use sophisticated compiled code, and because that's what the system wants you to do. Spend $30,000 over a lifetime to get coding and training and all this other stuff, and of course you make a lot of money when you spend that kind of money, I'm sure, right? But that's not the way it is for the majority of the people. I have no formalized training at all. I'm basically a dummy. I understand very little of this code. I know what width is, and I know what YAD is. I hardly know any CSS, and if you look at what I've done here, I think it's pretty cool, right? So I'm going to save this script, and it's script 1, okay? And I'm going to take out, let me see, I'm going to take the echo out, right? like that. I'm going to take the echo out, and I'm going to save it as script 3 or 2 actually. Okay, and on and on and on like that. So let me know what you think. Right? Let's go back to help. Because of the difficulties I had in waiting 6 years to pull this off, and I'm an old person, I put an MIT license on this. Anyone that uses this code is from this day forward until it's perpetual, right? Until such time that I relicense it as GPL. You must include that copyright holder on that, right? Because I'm going to make this fairly sophisticated, and when I get this whole system done, I don't care if I have to spend thousands of dollars for this. It's my passion to get this done, and I'll tell you what the premise is. I want to move, and this is very irritating for most of the people out there in the Linux community, and the ones that do get really mad when I suggest this. You're a member of the Linux New World Order. That's pure and simple, right? There's a new world. There's a lot of people out there who would love to work Linux, love the desktop. Look at this. Look at this interface, how cool this is. You can't do this on Windows. It can only be done, well, that's not quite true. This particular software can run on Windows. I'm just not going to do it. All right. I want to build this ELGG system, integrate this this system here, right? I'm on the wrong page. I guess I am. All right, that's an old thing. So I want to integrate this system right here. I think that's the one I should be on. No? I don't know. Looks like I lost the icons. No, maybe I never customized those. So I want to integrate this system into ELGG, right? Which is, if I go over here and I go to Texas, where is it? There. I go to Tech Group and I go to Texas, right? That's this. Does that look nice? Look at the effects here. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, I missed it. Where am I? Okay, look at this. Is this so nice? And I've even got that there too. You know, it's on there too, right? And what's neat about it is I like I showed you, I can put ELGG inside of ELGG inside of ELGG. Now, not that I want to, but it makes it interconnected between groups and between sites. So as long as they're on the same domain, you can bring in data from the different, I could have 40 people have these sites, and the data can be shared between the sites. You can't do that with Joomla, right? You can't do that with WordPress. This is an awesome program. It really is. Look at this. Clean, crisp, right? I love it. So once this is integrated, and let me close this. Once this here is somewhat appearance-wise is integrated, right? With the ability for people to, well, I have the wrong page. I definitely do have the wrong page. I wonder if I'm going to, oh well, okay. Let me see. There we go. Dang, I'm sorry. Damn, I'm tired. And once I get this done, where this is more integrated into this system too, it's just on a page, and it's fine like this, I guess, right? When that's all done, I want someone to get with me, and I will pay them money, and we're going to move millions of people over from Windows to Linux finally. And for those people who have a problem with that, you are a member of the Linux New World Order. Congratulations. I love you guys. Feel free to like, share, and comment, good or bad. That's great. I want to hear what you guys think. Am I stupid? Okay, maybe I am. But wanting to bring millions of people over? Oh, hell no. Thank you for watching.